A national chemical distribution exercise for farms infested by the fall armyworm outbreak is currently ongoing in the country. The exercise, being undertaken by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, is a stopgap measure against further spread and damage from the insects. The Sector Minister, Dr. Owusu Afriyie Akoto, was in the eastern region for the distribution and inspected farms affected by the armyworms.
The team, led by the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Owusu Afriyie Akoto, first visited the IP farms in the Ayensuano district. The farm manager, Mr. Boateng, said they detected the worms on their farms just 3 weeks ago, but the extent of damage is huge. This is the second spraying exercise since the outbreak. The results, he said, was encouraging. MOFA is undertaking a free national distribution exercise of chemicals to all farms infested by the worms, with hopes of ridding Ghana of the worms.
3 weeks near Burma. You and Oma would drew by near Bob 5 days. And you say Bruno.
This Obatampa maize farm at Suhum Krabwa Kota is just 6 weeks old, and it's under government's Planting for Food and Jobs program. With this type of maize, farmers are guaranteed of double yields compared to growing the local maize. But the farmers fear that this might not be the case with the invasion of the armyworms on their farms.
Outbreak officer Amania or training your boss will be 2 times now, so still
The sector minister, Dr. Owusu Afriyie Akoto, urged the farmers to avoid using other chemicals other than the ministries, which may pose a threat to human lives.
Today they are delivering the chemicals from the Ministry of Agriculture, and it's going to spray. We've seen the effect of the spray, which is being dispersed by the Ministry of Agriculture on the first farm that we visited. That is very, very effective and efficacious. And the areas that they have sprayed, even for the first time, the worm is under control. And applications have started. By the weekend, I'm sure that all farmers in the affected areas would have received and applied, and we will see the back of it. The threat that I feared, a challenge for the Planting for Food and Jobs, which is this incidence of the fall armyworm, as far as I'm concerned, is abated. We just have to focus on maintenance of the farms under the Planting for Food and Jobs to get the maximum yields, to improve production, and make Ghana a better place for all.
Under the Planting for Food and Jobs program, the Eastern region has taken delivery of the government-subsidized fertilizers for onward distribution to farmers. Beneficiary farmers are expected to pay half the price up front and the rest at the end of the harvesting season. The minister also presented pest control chemicals, protective gear, and farm inputs, all geared towards fighting the armyworm in the country. Although the 4 armyworms feed on many kinds of food with a host range of more than 80 plant species, it prefers to feed on grassy plants and particularly economically important crops such as maize, millet, sorghum, rice, wheat and sugarcane. Other crops of major agricultural importance attacked by the pests include cowpea, peanut, potato, soybean and cotton. In Ghana, the caterpillar of the fall armyworm was first reported on maize farms in the Yulokrobo municipality of the Eastern region in April 2016 by a plant doctor. The armyworms have invaded farms in the Eastern, Ashanti and the Bono Ahafo regions.